A very good morning students. This is your English teacher Benu Sehrawat, and once again I welcome you all to RKP online classes. Alright, so in our last two videos we have already covered our topic, that is articles, right? And we'll be focusing upon determiners in this video. And before proceeding further, I would like to tell you that articles a, an, and the, they are known as articles, but let me tell you one thing here. Articles are also a part of determiners, right? But you may find these two topics separately in some books, right? And in other you may find them in one single chapter as well. But this is the important thing here to know and remember, that articles are also determiners, right? Alright, now without any further delay, let's start with the lesson. Alright, now determiners. As I always tell you beta, whenever you you read the topic's name, okay, whether it is a lesson or it is a grammar topic, right, anything, always the first thing you should do is focus upon the name, and more than half topic will be understood there and then. That's my bet, right? So here the word is determiners. Now in this word, the root word is determine, okay? The root word here is determine. Now what does that mean? Determine means to find out, okay? To find out. Now the question arises here is what to find out, right? And as we get to know the meaning of this word determine, that is to find out, that means determiners are something which find out something, right? But what do they actually what they find out, and about whom? So let me tell you here, determiners always find out something about the nouns. Alright, so here we come up with the first point about determiners, that they always find out something about the nouns, right? Now what do they find out? They may tell us about the quantity, alright, or the number of the noun. For example, we may say some books, right, or no books, okay, or we can also say a little milk, alright, and we can also say like his book, right, that car, right? So this way, if you notice here, in all these examples which I gave you here, they tell us something about the nouns, right? Please let me write all these examples on the board so that you may get clarity, right? So let me write here some books, no money, that house, his car. Alright, now if you see here beta, these are our nouns. Do you recognize the nouns here? Books, money, house and car, right? All these are nouns, okay? And if you notice here, the words like some, no, that and his, these words, they tell us about books, right? They find out something about books. Now what do the determiner here, some, it finds out about the books here, that the quantity of the books is some, right? Here, money, like how much money. It also tells us about the amount of money, that is no money. Then house, like which house. It determines the word that determines that house. Alright. And then car. Now whose car is this? His car. Now it shows the possession. Right? It shows the belongingness. Whose car is this? His car. Right? So it's very much clear here that how and why actually. Why do we call these words determiners? Because they find out something about nouns, right? One thing is clear here. Now second thing is to identify the determiner. You should always remember that determiners, they always introduce a noun. Now introduce a noun, by this I mean they always come before a noun, right? If you see here as well, some, no, that, his. I mean all the determiners, they come before the nouns, okay? All the nouns, right? They follow the determiners, alright? So here are the 2 points that we need to remember. One, that they find out something about the nouns, okay? They determine about the nouns. That is why they are called determiners. And the second point that is important here, that is they always introduce a noun and they always come before a noun. Alright, I hope till here the things are clear in your mind, right? Now let's see what are the different types of determiners. Alright, Buddha, you can have a look on the board. Well, first type of determiners is articles, right? So, I haven't mentioned the articles here because we have already done articles in the last videos, right? So articles are also part of determiners only, right? A and the. Okay. Now, next is demonstratives. Now, beta, demonstratives are basically if you focus upon the name demonstrative. So these are the word which demonstrate something. Demonstrate means which show something. Okay, which point at a particular thing. Okay, such words are called demonstratives. Now I have written examples also of each type. Of course, we will be talking about them and we will be talking about their usage later on, but we will have a brief discussion about the types once, right? So I have written all the examples of each type. Now see, this, that, these, those, such. Okay, all these are demonstratives. These are used to demonstrate, to point at a particular noun. Alright, and beta, there is one important thing here. See, this is used when we are talking about a noun which is near us. Okay, which is near us, which is near the speaker. For that we will use this, and most importantly when it is singular. Okay, so when the noun is singular and it is near the speaker will use this for that particular noun. For example, if I say this is a board, right? This is a board. Now I use this because it is near to me, right? And it is singular. So I used this. And if I talk about these is plural form of this. Okay, so we use these when something, when their plural noun is there and it is near us. For example, if we say, see, this is a single board only, but if there had been two boards, so I could have said these are my boards. These are my boards. So plural and near the speaker, we use these. And then that. That is used for a singular noun and when it is far from the speaker. Now, if something, if there is a book which is lying there in the corner, so I would say, please bring me that book. Please bring me that book. So that means it is far from me. And the same way, if you see this word those is a plural form of that. Okay, so I could have said, please bring me those books. That means more than one, and of course it is far, right? And one more thing I would like to tell you here. Sometimes many of these words can be used as pronouns as well. Like if I talk about this particular thing, let's take example of demonstratives only, right? So I can say this house is beautiful. Alright, this house is beautiful. And if I write this is a beautiful house. So we see that in both the sentences this has been used, right? So which one is the demonstrative? Basically they are adjectives only, right? Demonstrative adjectives, interrogative adjectives, they are basically adjectives only, which are known as determiners. So how to identify whether this particular word is a pronoun or adjective? That means determiner. So beta, you have to understand and remember this thing here. Remember I told you that it always introduces the determiner or adjective. It always introduces a noun, right? That means determiners are always followed by a noun. That means after the word, after the determiner or adjective, you will find a noun always. If you do not find a noun here, right after the word, that means it is a pronoun, right? So in this case, this house, okay, so it's a noun. That means it is adjective, right? And this is a, if we see here, this is a helping verb. That means it is a pronoun. Understood? Very good. Now, distributives. Beta, you can see the examples also: each, every, either, neither, any, all. Now, distributives are always used when they are talking to a group. Okay, basically there has to be more than one person. Okay, more than one person. And we talk, whenever we use these distributive, that means we are talking to a group or a number of people individually, right? Individually, we are addressing right to whole group, but actually it means I am talking to actually individually. For example, if I say each participant got a certificate, each participant got a certificate, that means I am talking about, maybe there are hundreds of participants, but when I say each participant got a certificate, that means I am saying each one of them, हर एक participant, हर एक participant को certificate मिला. Do you get my point? I am talking about maybe more than 50 persons, but I am saying each one of them. Okay, I hope that makes sense, right? And the same way, every, either, neither, and all these distributives. Next is interrogatives. Now, interrogatives we have three only: what, which, and whose. Now, beta, interrogatives, when they are used as determiners, they ask a question about a noun. Okay, they ask question about a noun. For example, I can say, which bat is yours? Which bat is yours? So it asks a question about a noun, that is bat. Understood? Alright. Then we have quantifiers. Quantifiers, beta, they talk about nouns, of course, and they tell us the amount, okay, amount, quantity, or the number of a particular noun. Okay, so they tell us, quantifiers tell us about the amount or quantity or number of the nouns, right? You can see there are many quantifiers, right? Like some, much, any, enough, all, no, several, lots of, a lot of. Basically these two mean the same, right? But when you use lots of, we do not use a with it, and a lot of, right? Then we have little, few, a little, a few, right? There are many, and some of them are used with only countable nouns, and other are used only with uncountable nouns, and there are some which are used with both of them. Alright, so we will discuss about these things, about their usage with the help of a few sentences. And this is the last type of determiners, right? That is possessives. Okay, beta. So possessives, the root word here is possess. Possess means to have something, to own something. Alright, so basically if I say this house is mine, that means I am the owner of this house. I possess this house, right? So basically these possessive, they show belongingness, okay? Belongingness, right? And these are all different possessives, like you can say my, your, his, her, its, are there. Please be careful. We never write it like this. Okay, it's without a comma, because they both mean different. Okay, this means it is. This one, okay, this doesn't show the possession or belongingness. Okay. So beta, these are possessors. I hope you have till here you have understood what are the different types of determiners. So now we'll talk about demonstratives, right? As I have earlier told you, demonstratives, they always point out at a particular noun. Okay, so we all know that determiners, they tell us, they find something out about the nouns, right? So demonstratives, they point out at a particular noun. When somebody wants to show that what exactly am I talking about, we use demonstratives. And beta, do not get confused if you someday you find these demonstratives in the chapter adjectives, right? Because these are determiners, demonstratives, they are actually demonstrative adjectives only. Alright, so let's see how actually we use demonstratives in the sentences. Okay, that boy was really smart. Now, that boy. Now, if I want to say like which boy, okay, if somebody asks me which boy, I'll say that boy, that boy. I am actually pointing out at a particular boy, right? So, that boy. Alright, so this word that demonstrates points out at a particular noun, right? Then these students always do their work on time. Now, beta, in a few sentences you may find more than one type of determiners, but right now in these sentences we will be focusing upon demonstratives only, right? Okay, these students always do their work on time. Now, which students? Who are those students? Then I tell the person, these students, the 10 students who are sitting here, okay, I am talking about these students. So the word these demonstrates, right? And it points out at a particular noun, right? Okay, so these students always do their work. Now this is also a determiner, but this is possessive, so we will talk about in the next when we talk about the possessives, right? Alright, some Mr. Mehra was looking for you. Now you may say, ma'am, with proper noun, how have you used some with a proper noun? But let me tell you that it's correct. Alright, now what do we actually mean by this sentence? Now suppose I was sitting at your place, right, in your office, right, and in your absence a person comes there, okay, a person comes, and of course I do not know that person, right, I do not know that person, but of course he waited for you, and when he was leaving I just asked his name so that I could tell you that who was that person, who that person was, right? Now he told me yes that he was Mr. Mehra. Now when you came in the office, when you came back, I told you some Mr. Mehra was looking for you. Now when we use this determiner some with a proper noun, right, some Mr. Mehra, that means that that was unknown for to me, okay, I did not know that person, right? So in that case, when you do not know the person, right, you just know his name, so you may say, see, some Mr. Mehra was looking for you when you were not in the office. Okay, I hope that is clear to you. Alright, now such questions are easier to ask than answer, right? So it shows that the questions you are asking to me, they are quite difficult, right? And then I tell you, you are very mean, you are being very mean. These questions are really difficult and it's very easy. It's easier to ask such questions than answer, right? Okay, so you see here such questions. Which questions? Such questions, the questions you are asking to me right now. Okay, such questions are quite difficult. So this word demonstrates, right? Now you met a certain lady yesterday, didn't you? Now beta, this is called a question tag. Okay, didn't you? This is called a question tag. And when you use a question tag, this part of the sentence, if it is in positive, it will be in negative, and if this part is in negative, it will be in positive. And we always use the same tense, okay, the same verb form there. Because it was simple past here, question tag will also be used in the simple past form. Alright, so that was additional information. Alright, now you met a certain lady. Now which lady? A certain lady. So I am pointing out at a lady, certain lady, that you met yesterday. So now this is the word. This is demonstrating, certain. Now beta, what this sentence, what does it mean actually? When we use certain, it means unknown, unknown person. The same way as I told you about some, the same way certain is used. If I say, hey, you met a certain lady yesterday, that means you met a lady yesterday whom you did not know. Okay, whom you did not know. Alright, give me those files please. Now, which files? Those files please which are lying at your back, behind you, right? So, those files, these are the word those. It demonstrates that which files I'm talking about, right beta? So, these words like that, these, some, such, certain, those, these are all called demonstratives, right? And I hope you have understood. Beta, one more thing I would like to tell you. Demonstratives can be definite and indefinite. Okay, definite is when we are talking about one particular thing, right? When we know that this particular thing. And indefinite is when something is exactly not in front of us, right? And not definite, not exact, not particular, right? So if you see here that boy, it is a definite demonstrative. These also. Now some, such, and some and certain, these two, these are indefinite. Some, right? Some. So I am not definite. I mean it's not in front of me, right? The same way certain, it's not in front of me, right? I am not directly pointing out that noun, right? So I hope demonstratives are clear to you and you have understood the demonstratives which are determiners. Next we are going to talk about possessives. Okay, so we have possessives. As the name suggests, possessives, these are the determiners which show possession. Okay, which show possession. Now, what is possession? Possession is ownership of something. Okay, for example, if this pen is mine, okay, if this pen is mine, I am the owner of this pen. So, ownership is my possession, that this pen belongs to me, right? So, that is called ownership. So, possession, or we can also say belongingness. Belongingness, right? So, these are the determiners, or these are called, these are also possessive adjectives. Alright, so these words basically show the possession of a particular noun. Okay, so we'll take help of a few sentences and we'll try and understand the possessives, right? Okay, so first sentence here is, I gave my sandwich to my sister. Now, if you see here, beta, there are two nouns here. Okay, one is sandwich and the other is sister. And if we see here, my sandwich, whose sandwich? Who is the owner of that sandwich? Whom does the sandwich belong? Me. Okay, that is mine. My sandwich. And whose sister is she? Mine. Okay, so I possess the sandwich, and sister, she belongs to me. Okay, so my here and here also my. These both are possessive adjectives or determiners. Alright, now next is this your coat? Okay, now is this your coat? Now we are talking about the coat here. Now if you focus upon this word shows the belongingness. Okay, is this your coat? Okay, your coat, right? Now, next is Mrs. Williams keeps her house tidy. Now, tidy means clean, organized. Okay, all the things are at their right place, right? So that is tidy. Now, Mrs. Williams keeps her house clean. Now, if we see here, house. Whose house? The house belongs to her. Okay, her house. That means Mrs. Williams' house, right? Alright, and if you see here, beta, always my sandwich, my sister, your coat, her house. These are all determiners and they always come before the noun, as I told you initially, right? Okay, now her hobbies are cooking and gardening, right? Now, hobbies. Whose hobbies? Her hobbies, right? Her hobbies. So, hobbies are her. Okay, so this is the possessive adjective or determiner, we can say, right? Now, next is the students thanked their teacher for the lecture, right? Now, if you see here, beta, there are two nouns here, right? But if we see here, here we have the and here we have there. Which word out of these two shows the possession? Of course, there. Okay, like whose teacher? Their teacher, right? So this is the possessive. This is the possessive adjective or determiner. Now, the dog wags its tail whenever I go out. Now, after having my meal, I generally go out and give the dogs some biscuits or some chapatis or some loaves of bread, right? So, whenever I go out, it wags its tails, right? Because he's always waiting for his meal, right? Okay, the dog wags its tail. Now, if you see here, beta, this is the word which shows the possession, right? Whose tail? Its tail, right? Whose tail? Its tail. So, this word shows the possession. Alright, so I hope you have understood what are possessives, right? And how we actually use them in the sentences. Alright, so I hope till here the things are clear to you, right? If you have any doubt, you can ask me later on. You can just pen it down and you can ask me. Thank you so much, beta.